Hello everyone, welcome along to another episode of Motor Town. It's Wednesday, midway through the week, the best day of the week in my opinion, because it's just there. The weekend is so close, but Monday's behind us, which is the best day to have behind you, because Mondays are terrible. Always terrible. I had a terrible Monday, but it was made better by Monday's live stream. So if you guys were around on that live stream on Monday, thank you very much for joining me. And if you weren't, then keep an eye on the channel for future live streams, and you guys can join in, whether it be on the game server or just in the chat. You're welcome to do both. But in today's video, I'll show you where I am. I'm right there at Megum Logging. I think this is, yeah, Megum Oak 3, which kind of gives away that I'm going to be doing an oak run in a Jemusi, because you've seen it there. But I've did things to the Jemusi. It's very pretty. You'll have seen it in the thumbnail. It's very pretty. There, it's there. It's a very pretty Jemusi. The decal design is not mine, as per usual. The tune is originally not mine, but I have tweaked it. So what I'm going to do is on Saturday's episode 60, I'm going to release a video that is all of my tuned up trucks and cars, and the tune IDs for absolutely all of them. So if you're interested in any of my tunes, including this one, the Lambo, the Godzilla truck, anything like that at all, come back on Saturday's video, and that's when you'll get absolutely all of my current tune IDs. But for this video, we have two sets of oak logs to take down the mountain. I have done this once before, and it was fun in a sort of torturous kind of way. But I never recorded it. I did it with this truck as well. Should probably put it into drift, so that when I fall off a hill I can at least do it in style. And one of the changes I've made to this truck is when I first got the tune, it had the 18-speed gearbox on it, so it would have changed gear like 7 or 8 times by now. Which made for some funny moments, because when it was downshifting, it would sound like a woodpecker downshifting all of the gears one after another. But I've changed it now so it has a 6-speed box. I don't know if that necessarily improves it, but it does make it somewhat more drivable, because I'm actually able to make progress rather than gear change, gear change, gear change, gear change, gear change. It's quite bouncy, but it is also quite stable. I can't complain with how stable it is. I don't even know if it has wheel spacers on it, to be honest. It kind of looks like it does. It drives very well though. Now while we're climbing up this back end of this hill, it is of course in 6-low lock, because oak logs are relatively heavy, and this little hill is not really much of a little hill, it's more like a small mountain. Probably one of the more challenging dry off-road sections of the game. Of course the mud is the mud, that is, it haunts my dreams, the mud in this game does, but this road doesn't have any of that, providing you stay on the road. If you take little detours into these dark sections, it's slightly muddy. A bit like the mud at Gappa, but nothing dramatic. If you're wondering where the bodywork damage came from, I drove this up the hill, so you can imagine. But on the plus side, it did only recover once. I'm starting to get used to playing this game with a controller now, so I think my driving is slightly better. but slightly better than terrible is still pretty bad. Now, when I was first told about this run, by Willow in fact, they said it's a very technical road and to very much take my time with it, and they thought I'd struggle with it because I like to go all of the speed all of the time. And technical road it is indeed. If you put the foot in, then well, you're gonna have time to think about your mistakes, put it that way. I've managed it once, so in theory I should be able to manage it again. Can I? Yeah, why would anyone go around when you can just do that? Yeah, finding shortcuts, and I don't even know if shortcuts are a thing on this road. I mean, I know of one shortcut. But I did try this track a couple of weeks ago when Willow first mentioned it to me, and I tried it in the Jemusi. And I got to, I think, the second corner, and then really bad things happened that were quite amusing. And then I didn't do this again for a couple of weeks because I was recovering from what had happened. But this is a fun little road to drive along. I technically have driven along it before with a fuel delivery, and I plan on doing that again at some point with a less suitable vehicle, because it's me and I can do things with the right vehicle, or I can do things with a fun vehicle. Oh, oh, almost. It's so easy to tip on this road. Well, let me know in the comment section down below, what is the most inappropriate vehicle you've used for any of the runs? Let me know what run you've done and what crazy vehicle combination you've used to get that run done. Like I did that meat run in my Lambo, because of course. This is a suitable vehicle though, which will have Flash and 8 worried a little bit. But I'm sure I could find a way to do this in a less suitable vehicle. Especially with the new Linkies, I could come up here with like a rotator or something ridiculous, dragging a log trailer behind me. I'm sure that would go swimmingly well. This Jemusi tune is really good. Like I said, it was originally one that I got from the browse feature from the workshop, and I've tweaked it slightly just to kind of match more with my particular playstyle. But the original tune was a beast, an absolute beast, but didn't quite gel with me personally. And the few changes I've made, which are very minimal to be fair, I changed the diffs and I changed the gearbox, and now it's just incredible. But on Saturday, if you come along for that video, if you've not subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. You can also ring that little bell icon as well, that way you get notified when I upload these videos. And on Saturday, the video will be all of my tune IDs, or an up-to-date tune IDs for everything. Very tempted to just carry on straight there, but I think that would probably not go too well. It looks very bumpy and there is fallen trees. can see just how good this particular truck is at doing this run. That was no stress at all, and I did it in 10 minutes. From the furthest away point of the logs to the bottom of the road in 10 minutes, including me waffling on at the start of the video. So let me know what your guys' best time is for that particular part of the run. I can put this into 4 high now. I don't need to be in 6 low, and with 4 high we can get more speed, but with more speed comes more spinny. I should put it in comfort as well. Save it overheating. That looks like a shortcut. Is it? Is it a wise shortcut? No, that is not a wise shortcut. That would be a very silly shortcut to make. That would be a shortcut to being recovered. Over here, on the other hand, is a better shortcut. Onto the twisty Swiss dirt switchback section here. I do really like this bit of road. You can cut a lot of it out if you're daring enough. There's not really much to cut out on this one. I mean, you could, for example, just explode the fences there. And then you can cut a bit out of this section as well. And where I am, it doesn't really help much to cut anything out here. You'd probably be as well just carrying on round the corner. And this section, I don't know if there's any to cut out here. Doesn't look like it. Could be wrong though, maybe at the end here. There's a little bit you can take off the edge of this corner. Just here. And then same again for this final bit, you're just really just cutting the corner slightly. But unfortunately there is no contract for 2 oak logs, so unless you're going to do this run multiple times, which I am not. There we are. There's a quick 28,000. That literally took 12 minutes. 30 minutes into the video. Take my yapping time out of the equation. So let's despawn this truck. I don't know if I have any trucks that aren't completely knackered. Most of these are. That one might not be. Yeah, that one's not knackered. I don't know if this can take planks in it though, is the only thing. I know it can take logs from here, really? Okay. I didn't know that. I assumed that this would be not logs. In that case, we'll jump into a log truck. Keep the vehicles despawned, keep the server running smoothly. Is my Jemusi broken? Yes, it's broken. That one's a bit broken. That's very broken. There we go, we'll go for that one. The FL1, which hasn't had an update to its tune yet, so that one, you know, very much does need to be done. Let's that one. This one also hasn't been tuned up, this trailer. I bought it and I've since done absolutely nothing with it. It's been a long time since I've actually driven this FL1. It's got less than 300 miles on the clock, but I got it forever ago. So that's actually this one's going to there, and I can take a full load with that. What pays me the best? That's a harbour. It's just too far. I think I'll go for this one. I'm actually going to go for... There's only 4 though. I'll do it. I'll take... If I take the 4, can I then take these? Apparently not. Fair enough. I thought I would be able to take 2 at least, but no, that's fine. We'll just take these 4. Oh, actually, I remember now. We'll unload them 4, and we will take the oak logs because they are, I believe, actually worth more. No, what is it? Them ones. It's a bit of a strange one taking the 4 small logs, but you get a fragile bonus. As you can see up in the top right, it tells you your cargo damage, much and such like it does when you're recovering cars. Logs aren't as fragile as cars, so you can actually hit a bump without it exploding and shouting at you, but you get an extra payment, which I believe is 100% on top of the cost of delivery, so it's maybe not quite as good as taking the other logs, but it's still fun. I'm out of practice with the FL1. But you guys have seen this kind of road, well, you've seen this load, not this particular load, but you've seen me doing long distance runs plenty of times, so let's have a brief little time lapse until I get a bit closer. Remaining of this journey, somehow didn't wreck the truck when I took out that blue van. We're just climbing up the hill here in probably the laggiest part of the map for me. I don't know why I always get a frame rate drop here, but it's here and the steel mill. They're always a bit framey for me. I don't know why. Apparently I'm throwing dust out the front, which is very weird. We'll be taking a left turn just up ahead, I believe, to go into the lumber yard with these somehow surprisingly undamaged oak logs. We'll just cut the edge off of this corner here. And up into the lumberyard here. Namdang? That's where you buy that car, unless you want to buy it from the dealership on the North Island. But here we are. Undamaged logs. Again, no contract because there's only 4 of them. There's another 30,000. As you can see, we get a safety bonus of just under 15,000, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome stuff. That's a very good sort of early game style run, but in just half an hour, there's 60,000. And you could really do it in the same truck. You could just drop it off at the first stop and then carry on down to the second stop, but I opted to take the FL1 in this particular instance. But that is all for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and if you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can of course subscribe, and we're on target to getting to our month goal of 250 subscribers by the end of May, which is amazing. So thanks to everyone who has subscribed, and if you haven't done so already, please consider it. It would help the channel a lot, and I would be eternally grateful. And as always, you can also join the Discord server. The link to that is in the video description of absolutely every video. The Discord server is slowly building up. We're over 30 members now, and it is just a fantastic community. Really helpful members in there, and you can also join the game server. If you head over to Discord, and there is a server password request page, if you jump in there, one of the mods or myself will get back to you with the password, and you can jump on the server and play alongside us, which is always fun. We get up to all sorts of shenanigans, and there are server events that pop up every now and again, convoys and car meets, and just general shenanigans, and it's all great, wholesome fun. But I've run out of time for this video, but thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.